Hey guys, this video is about Ragnar Lothbrock. I'm a little pissed that Ragnar died and I wanted to make a video about him. I'd like to tell my opinion why he had to die. First of all, I loved Ragnar and watching him die in the show was really devastating for me. But I'm not going to let my feelings get in the way. Let me make an introduction first and secondly tell why King, because that's what she was, King Ragnar had to die. So Ragnar defeated Count Charles by pretending he died, went through the walls of his castle and managed to conquer Paris. After that he left Bjorn in charge and decided to let him lead because he was seriously ill. They deceived King Charles, took his money and she thought they would leave. So he gave them the money but they stayed. They stayed because Ragnar was ill and he could not bear to travel. So they waited till Ragnar died, put him in a coffin and brought him into the palace of Francia, where he would be buried as a Christian. But Ragnar was not dead. He jumped out of the coffin, took the queen as a hostage and opened the doors for the Vikings to get into Paris. So he conquered it. He then decided to leave and left Bjorn in charge. But Bjorn left for Kattegat and Rollo stayed to protect what the Vikings have built. But Rollo betrayed Ragnar. She accepted King Charles' offer and managed to protect Paris from the second invasion of Ragnar. So Ragnar, devastated from his loss, returned temporarily to Kattegat, but left for many years and left his wife to rule. So after many years he returned and found himself unwelcome from the whole village because he abandoned them all. He then was able to find some men and Ivar his son who could go with him at Wessex to revenge the death of the Viking villagers by King Egbert so many years ago. But a storm came and the ships were crushed. Ivar and his father managed to live and visited King Egbert. Ragnar managed to persuade Egbert that Ivar was no threat and she could let him go with Ivar, unable to ask for revenge, that he would give Ragnar to King Ele. So Ivar went away with the intention to proclaim war to England for the death of his father, and King Ragnar was executed. So the original question remains, why did Ragnar have to die? In my personal opinion, he simply was tired. Tired of watching so many of his family and fellow friends die, especially Athelstan and his little daughter. Tired of living a life with a woman who does not love him and not with Lagertha, who is his true companion. Tired of the betrayal of his brother Rollo, who betrayed him and killed the few Vikings that were left with him. He could easily find men, he could easily become king again, even if he was not welcome. No one would fight with him. He was a myth in Norway, but he just didn't want that life anymore. What he wanted was to find peace by revenging King Ella and leave this earth with this mission accomplished. But he was too stubborn to just die alone. He had to die by his own terms, not by the terms of the gods, not by the terms of anyone. He had to die revenging for the death of his own people, revenging the people that trusted him and went to Wessex with him, the people he promised a new life. He wanted to sacrifice himself for the villages that were slaughtered. He wanted to die, not as a coward, but as a king who made the difficult choice, understood his mistake and gave his life to make it right. King Ragnar Lothbrock, the villager that became the king of whole fucking Norway.